100% hard AF seltzer is now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy. Send it.
Incoming!
Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin Bro. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin Bros. Fake news, everybody. Bringing you the realest, fakest news from the entire week. I feel like we should maybe just do this twice a day. I mean, we're starting to get to a point where we could literally just run a 5-hour show all day.
Yeah.
Like an afternoon block on Fox or CNN or something like that, because it just keeps getting fucking crazier, dude. Every goddamn day. Before we get to the top story here, any updates on Iran?
No, but we can talk about it
Okay.
when we get into it.
All right. Is it in the news today? Mm-hmm. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Good. Because, it seems like a nice day to bomb out there. And maybe that's just Texas. Because when we walked outside today, I looked up, beautiful clouds, about what you reckon, 68, 70 degrees here. And I said, you know what?
60.
Nice day to bomb today. Is it only 60?
It's 60 on the temperature dial.
Is 60 a good temp to bomb on? What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Could be.
All right. I feel like it's good weather for that.
Slightly balmy outside.
Nailed it.
If we're using thermobaric weapons, I don't know that the temperature really matters that much.
Well, I was thinking about the Maduro thing, and didn't they push that for weather? Or was that fog?
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but that wouldn't
I heard they
affect-
pushed it like 4 days for weather.
That wouldn't necessarily affect a bombing run, and that's definitely not what happened here.
Because I don't know the climate in Iran. How is it? How is it this time of year? Unseasonably mild? Look it up. Look up Tehran and see what the weather's like over there, Bob. Over in Iran
today in Tehran, tomorrow in Tehran, I guess. High of 41, low of 26. Although, is it in the mountains, Dan?
Parts. I don't know about Tehran especially, but yeah, there's a lot of mountainous regions in.
Yeah, so it can get pretty chilly.
49 is what the high is? 41. That seems like a good time to bomb.
I mean, that's definitely good for a thermobaric explosion because cold air is quite a bit more dense, right?
Yeah,
So the overpressure wave you get, the second and third order destruction you get from the bomb is quite a bit heavier. Mm-hmm. So that's nice.
All right. And we got a few listeners here. And you don't want to come up today, sir, do you? No, he's got a real job, he says. Can't do it. Can't do it. I don't want to hear your bullshit, okay? We talked earlier, and with that accent, I don't know what real job that is, unless you're on the set of Landman, which I'm a big fan of. I don't care if the fucking show is fake or not, dude. I'm all caught up in the magic of it, all right? Shit. Even Sunday night's show, she called out her roommate for the they-them pronouns on the show. I love that.
I mean, ferrets are cool, though. Why'd they have to draw ferrets into it? That's all I'm saying.
You can't bring a fucking ferret in a dorm room.
In that situation, you're right, but they're cool animals.
That's a nuts
chill,
fucking
they hang out.
storyline right there. A ferret. Oh, I'm going to hang out with my ferret all day long. Although it does look like everybody who's getting arrested and shit, which is our top story here. Is it time for the Insurrection Act? Hand up. Yes. I think it is, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we need to be done with this bullshit. Obviously, if you've been watching what's been happening in Minnesota or just this show for the last week, drive, baby, drive! Drive, baby, drive! A lot of crazy shit going on in Minnesota, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Bob, go to your DMs. Last night, they got into some FBI vehicles or an ICE vehicle. I wanted to pull this up and show you first to see if you knew what this was. And then they pulled out the trunk. And then there was a case inside the trunk where they said they got a rifle out of there and some other shit, computers, and all kinds of stuff. Just type in ICE break-in, Bob. Sorry, I thought I sent you the other one. It's there's so much going on in Minnesota today that it's actually hard to keep up with, and I'm not kidding when I say that. So it was last night, and yeah, they just ripped open the fucking trunk, trashed the car, and decided to get fucking nuts last night. And nobody stopped them. Police didn't come. They were like, nah, dude, we're fucking good, bro. You guys can burn this city to the ground if you want to. But yeah, it's getting fucking weird out there. And when I saw this, I was like, all right, I think it's probably time. It's probably time we get involved in this. There it is right there, Bob. Pop that up on screen.
Bringing my newborn out the house because we can't breathe. How long? 6 months.
Oh, this is another one, actually.
And the fucking officer, I told him I was trying to leave. He said, it was,
The officer knew you were trying to
yes,
leave?
the officer knew I was trying to leave.
The ICE officer?
Yes. He literally saw us trying to leave. And they threw 3 flashbangs at my car. Yes, they hit the outside under my car.
Okay, so you got this one. That was going on, and then there was protests all over the street that were happening. There's a new one here that's fun. And I'm going to DM you this one as well. I don't know who's in control of the city anymore. This kind of feels like Iran, where it's like I don't really know what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, look, these are just isolated pockets, but you definitely can't have rioters who are ripping shit out of, like, weapons out of federal vehicles.
No, not at all. And then this is kind of them approaching another vehicle and fucking with it, throwing frozen water bottles. I'd never thought to do that, by the way.
Get out of the way!
Yeah, that's definitely become a thing.
Has it?
Yeah.
Is it a Minnesota thing? Because I've never seen that anywhere else.
I think it started with milkshakes that were concrete. Like, people started throwing milkshakes first, and then Antifa started putting concrete in the milkshake and then launching it at people.
Really?
They got that from Glee, actually.
No shit. Are you kidding?
Well, I was just a thing in Glee. They throw slushies in people's faces.
So are we saying that Tim Walz loves Glee? Because let's face it, if there's a guy out there that loves Glee, it's probably Tim Walz. Now check your DMs. Look at this fucking madness. Check your DMs, Bob, for the next one. Now this is when they just ripped open the ICE vehicle in the trunk and all that other shit. And really started getting it popping. So this was a mob that was just kind of going. This was happening all last night, where they were just kind of slowly moving through neighborhoods and then going after shit. Pop that up. God, the drums and the whistles, though, does make me want to murder. Like, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yo, this is his travel clothes.
Can you describe that, Dan, what they're pulling out here?
No. It looks like a lockbox to me. But then a bunch of paperwork, which are almost certainly warrants.
Okay, is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know what else it would be. Like,
Well, somebody in the crowd was saying later on, because there was another video I saw as well that said, we've got their plans, we know where they're targeting, let's share the plans somewhere. And then at one point, they took a strap to the back of a pickup truck and then ripped this lockbox out of the fucking trunk and drove off with it down the street. So we're starting to get real clever here. And the answer is why? Well, Tim Walz is the one who's stoking this. Play that next video, Bob, that I sent you. Tim Walz is saying, hey, this is all illegal and we should fight back and have some walkouts, some fun. And he did this 4-minute video, which we can play, because to me, if I'm Trump and the DOJ, I watch this video and be like, all right, let's arrest this motherfucker now.
Who, Walz?
Yeah. Play it.
Going door to door, ordering people to point out where their neighbors of color live. They're pulling over people indiscriminately, including U.S. citizens, and demanding to see their papers. And at grocery stores, at bus stops, even at our schools, they're breaking windows, dragging pregnant women down the street, just plain grabbing Minnesotans and shoving them into unmarked vans, kidnapping innocent people with no warning and no due process. Let's be very, very clear. This long ago stopped being a matter of immigration enforcement. Instead, it's a campaign of organized brutality against the people of Minnesota by our own federal government. Last week, that campaign claimed the life of Renee Nicole Good. We've all watched the video. We've all seen what happened. And yet, instead of conducting an impartial investigation so we can hold accountable the officer responsible for Renee's death, the Trump administration is devoting the full power of the federal government to finding an excuse to attack the victim and her family. Just yesterday, 6 federal prosecutors, including the longtime career prosecutor leading the charge to investigate and eliminate fraud in our state's programs, quit their jobs rather than go along with this assault on the United States Constitution. But as bad as it's been, Donald Trump intends for it to get worse. This week, he went online to promise that, quote, the day of retribution and reckoning is coming. That's a direct threat against the people of this state, who dared to vote against him 3 times and who continue to stand up for freedom with courage and empathy and profound grace. All across Minnesota, people are stepping up to help their neighbors who are being unjustly and unlawfully targeted. They're distributing care packages and walking kids to school and raising their voices in peaceful protest, even though doing so has made many of our fellow Minnesotans targets for violent retribution. Folks, I know it's scary, and I know it's absurd that we all have to be defending law and order, justice, and humanity while also caring for our families and trying to do our jobs. So tonight, let me say once again to Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, end this occupation. You've done enough. Let me say 4 critical things to the people of Minnesota. 4 things I want you to hear as you watch the news and look out for your neighbors. First, Donald Trump wants this chaos. He wants confusion. And yes, he wants more violence on our streets. We cannot give him what he wants. We must protest loudly, urgently, but also peacefully. Indeed, as hard as we will fight in the courts and at the ballot box, we cannot and will not let violence prevail. You're angry, I'm angry. Angry is not a strong enough word, but we must remain peaceful. Second, you are not powerless, you are not helpless, and you are certainly not alone. All across Minnesota, people are learning about opportunities, not just to resist, but to help people who are in danger. Thousands upon thousands of our fellow Minnesotans are going to be relying on mutual aid in the days.
If you're an illegal alien, sorry, man.
They need our support.
Yeah, I mean,
tonight I want to share another way you can help.
We'll get
Witness.
into it.
Help us establish a record of exactly what's happening in our communities. You have an absolute right to peacefully film ICE agents as they conduct these activities. So carry your phone with you at all times. And if you see these ICE agents in your neighborhood, take out that phone and hit record. Help us create a database of the atrocities against Minnesotans, not just to establish a record for posterity, but to bank evidence for future prosecution. The third thing I want to say to you tonight is we will not have to live like this forever. Accountability is coming at the voting booth and in court. We will reclaim our communities from Donald Trump. We will reestablish a sense of safety for our neighbors. and we will bring an end to this moment of chaos, confusion, and trauma. We will find a way to move forward, and we'll do it together. And we'll not be alone. Every day, we are working with business leaders, faith leaders, legal experts, and elected officials from across this country. They've all seen what Donald Trump is trying to do to our state, and they know their states could be next. And that brings me to the fourth thing I want to say tonight, Minnesota, how incredibly proud I am of the way that you've risen to meet this unbearable moment. But I'm not at all surprised, because this is who we are. Minnesotans believe in the rule of law, and Minnesotans believe in the dignity of all people. We're a place where there's room for everybody.
No, you're not.
No matter who you are, or who you love, or where you came from. A place where we feed our kids, we take care of our neighbors, and we look out for those in the shadows of life. We're an island of decency in a country being driven towards cruelty. We will remain an island of decency, of justice, of community, of peace. And tonight I come before you simply to ask, don't let anyone take that away from us. Thank you, protect each other, and may God bless the people of Minnesota.
So this was last night's, and then you had the overturning in the car and all that other shit, taking the Fed shit and everything else. And then, Bob, go to the next video. Today, they were organizing walkouts in schools, in high schools. And if you want to just go ahead and take a guess how that went, it went great. Play this clip here. So this was them walking out of school, and they couldn't even get out the door, by the way, before they started beating the shit out of each other. This has nothing to do with ICE or the police. Just the kids themselves. Well, turn that down, obviously, but yeah, I didn't score that. It was on Twitter, but here you go. So, like, not only are you inciting violence in the streets, but now you're doing it at schools across the state. It's got to be time for the Insurrection Act at this point. Has to be, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you don't do it. The mayor of Minneapolis kind of laid it all out too, and I don't know that he knows he's making a case for it, but he is when he says that Minneapolis has 600 sworn police officers and there's 3,000 ICE agents there. So right now, a big part of the narrative is that the police aren't helping ICE, and part of that is true. The main part of that's true is that they're not receiving and responding to detainers, which is when you process somebody into one of your jails or prisons, and they're a non-citizen that gets registered with DHS. DHS is like the federal law says that DHS has first dibs on them once they get released. Well, Minneapolis isn't doing that. They're just releasing people out into the wild, right?
Okay.
Which is something that happens.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that happens in a lot of these sanctuary states. And Tom Homan was on all the news yesterday making this point that if you guys would just hold them and let us come pick them up there, we wouldn't be arresting them in the street. None of this shit would be happening. But it's happening as a result of you. Now, when it comes to crowd control for the riots that have happened, the Minneapolis police is not capable of handling that. They don't have the personnel. They have 600 total sworn officers, not available at any given time. Mm-hmm. And there's more than just that happening. There's more than just a riot in one part of town happening. There's policing that needs to be done all over the place. So it's not that simple. I don't think you have any option but to declare the Insurrection Act.
I don't either.
Which the Insurrection Act brings in National Guardsmen and effectively deputizes them to carry out some of these actions.
So, quick question here. If they were to invoke this Insurrection Act, is it national or is it just in one state?
I mean, when it's been invoked before, it's been regional.
Regional, okay. So Minnesota, you can start there. Obviously, this will start popping up in other states soon once they start going after everybody else. But I don't see another way around this unless you just want your city to burn to the ground. And what are you fighting for here? The Somalis and the fraud, and it's your money that's getting wasted for the people of Minnesota. I'm saying,
yeah,
that's getting wasted on these fucking retards. And I don't understand how the rest of the state is cool with it. Or am I mistaken that this is just one city that's like this? Is this like the Portland of Minnesota? I don't know. I don't know anything about Minnesota.
I don't know about any of the other places in the around Minneapolis specifically, but the rural areas of Minnesota are not dealing with this, certainly.
Okay. The other part is the media. The media is also stoking these fears and telling them to go out and do shit and everything else. And this was another classic case of let's show this woman in the best picture available and everything else. I was unaware what she actually looks like. The lady the chick who got killed last week. So this is a current photo of her right now. And this looks more like the woman in the video in the car. You know, she's got a shaved head, just like her fucking wife, and all that other shit. Why isn't this the picture that the media has been circulating, and why this glamour shot from 1991?
Well, what do you remember the picture they used for Michael Brown?
Oh, what is in the cap and gown?
Yeah, same thing with Trayvon Martin.
Yep.
Right. Not that I don't know. Well, I'm not commenting on how that all went down, but I'm saying that's part of narrative creation, is it not?
It is. But look at this photo. I know why they're doing it. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to have sympathy for this. I mean, that at all. Sorry, they're just not.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to have sympathy for this woman because that's what was underneath, I guess, the beanie she was wearing in the Honda Pilot. And when you see a photo like this, and then you obviously saw the wife go get some lunch there, big boy. Mm-hmm. Then you're like, all right, cool. What are we really doing here? What are we really fighting for? And who the fuck are these people? And I just don't give it. Like, you can't pay me to give a shit about this woman. But the fact that Tim Walz is going on the news saying we all watched this one, we watched the video. Yeah, we all watched the fucking video. She tried to drive over ICE agents. That's it. Am I missing something? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Well, I mean, you can't say that she intended to do anything.
She drove the car?
It's speculation. She may have been trying to get away. She may have been panicking and trying to get away. But that's not the point. The point is, from any reasonable perspective, the guy who was standing in front of the vehicle certainly thought that's what she was trying to do, and he responded as the law in Minnesota, which Mr. Walz signed himself, says.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's no question about that. So I don't think you don't need to. This is a part of having these discussions, is to limit your argument down to exactly what can be proven. And what can be proven is that a dude was standing in front of her, got hit by the car, had already been hit by a car previously and dragged down the street, and the law says he was justified in what he was doing. Those 4 elements are all you need to say. I don't give a shit what she was thinking. Like, we can talk about that as a separate conversation, that she's probably be better off at her house. As a matter of fact, her ex-father-in-law said that she probably shouldn't have been there, which is not what the media wanted to hear when they decided to parade him out. He only got the one interview, of course.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, yeah, everybody else shut it down after that. But, yeah, of course, like, that's there are a great many things that I would like to do. I would like to be in Iran right now with a machine gun, for example. Would love to be there. But I've got a fucking family. You know what I mean? And unless it comes to it, and my family specifically is at risk, that I can't justify that shit.
Right.
Right? So I'm not going to do it. This is retarded nonsense.
Yeah.
Nobody in her family, because they're all white with blue eyes, has anything to risk here. And this idea from Walz is that they're driving around asking their neighbors to point out people of color. It's like, well, you can just tell. I've got paint swatches. You can just hold it up. There we go. How about that? No, they're driving around with fucking paperwork with people's addresses and names on it because they know they're there. Mm-hmm. They're conducting targeted operations, looking for criminal illegals. So, yeah, I mean, you're trying to obstruct that, then you're going to get what you pay for there. That's just the way it works. It's sad, sad story. I don't want Americans to die, ever.
I don't either, but if you make this decision, sorry, like it's me personally, it's hard to feel bad for what she did. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been in a situation where the cops pulled you over and had guns drawn?
One time, yeah.
Well, yeah, one time for me too. The last thing I thought about doing was trying to drive off. I got out of the car and said, "Hey, hands up. Here's the keys. Mm-hmm. Here's everything. What's going on?" How can I help you?
Yeah.
And it turned out it was a robbery over there, and they were kind of looking through different colored cars because it was before cameras, sadly. Because at 35 it was just way early at that time. But no, but that's what it was. And they were like, okay, great, not the dude. Sorry. Enjoy your evening and everything else. The last thing on my mind was just driving, drive, baby, drive. Just driving over him. Like, sorry, that never entered my mind.
Well,
and I was a kid.
Yeah, it comes as a result of having just no respect for the law, right?
Yeah.
Like not. I don't mean the law like the cops. I mean the actual law of our country. No respect for that, and as a result, we're going to see I hope we're going to see the Insurrection Act invoked as soon as possible. I mean, I don't think you can wait any longer. There's the Insurrection Act has not been invoked since the '92 LA riots, but it was invoked then. Also invoked when the kids had to be escorted, the black kids had to be escorted at schools by LBJs, National Guard deployments, a couple other times.
Oh, when Forrest Gump went to Alabama.
Yeah. If invoked, it grants Trump the authority to federalize the National Guard in every state that he chooses and deploy active duty forces as well to restore order. It temporarily overrides the Posse Comitatus Act, which I mentioned a couple weeks ago, which, of course, normally restricts active duty DOD component from our DOW now component from engaging in any kind of domestic policing activities. So, I mean, it's not a great look for Trump, I don't think, to send federal troops into U.S. cities. I think that's bad optics. It's not the best case scenario, and he's trying really hard to avoid it, frankly. But I don't know how you can.
I don't either.
In a city that has that many people and only has 600 cops, and also a leadership at the city and state level who are against you, who are actively messaging and campaigning against you to do your fucking job, you have to do something.
Yeah, because last night they wouldn't even show up. They were like, fuck this, dude. We're not going to that bullshit. And I understand it. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't help them. Now, Bob, go to Carolyn Leavitt just did a presser right now at the White House. Go to your DMs there and pull up that video here. Because this is the other part about the media that I was talking about, where they're still standing by this. All the left in the media is standing by this, that this was a murder. Go ahead.
Why was Renee Good unfortunately and tragically killed?
Are you asking me my opinion? Because an ICE agent acted recklessly and killed her unjustifiably.
Oh, okay. So you're a biased reporter with a left-wing opinion.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, because you're a left-wing hack. You're not a reporter. You're posing in this room as a journalist, and it's so clear by the premise of your question. And you and the people in the media who have such biases but fake like you're a journalist, you shouldn't even be sitting in that seat. But you're pretending like you're a journalist, but you're a left-wing activist. And the question that you just raised and your answer proves your bias. You should be reporting on the facts. You should be reporting on the cases. Do you have the numbers of how many American citizens were killed at the hands of illegal aliens who ICE is trying to remove from this country? I bet you don't. I bet you didn't even read up on those stories. I bet you never even read about Laken Riley or Jocelyn Nungray or all of the innocent Americans who were killed at the hands of illegal aliens in this country. And the brave men and women of ICE are doing everything in their power to remove those heinous individuals and make our communities safer. And shame on people like you in the media who have a crooked view and have a biased view and pretend like you're a real honest journalist.
Yeah, I mean, you keep saying that they're murderers every single day on TV. To me, this is only going to escalate the violence when they go back out on the streets. And yeah, dude, I think this is going to get worse. I really do. Was somebody else shot?
Yeah, so somebody somebody three guys got into a conflict last night.
Okay. And it was in Minneapolis?
Yeah. It's Venezuelans again. This time ICE is back with a brand new edition. ICE agent is in the hospital after being ambushed during an attempt to arrest a Venezuelan national in Minneapolis on Wednesday evening. The agent was ambushed by 2 people while attempting to conduct a traffic stop on an illegal immigrant from Venezuela. And the agent fired his weapon after being struck by a fucking shovel or something like that.
Jesus
I don't remember.
Christ.
The Venezuelan suspect was shot. He ran into a house. The 2 of them, I think, barricaded themselves inside the house. Well, first he drove off, crashed his car into a parked car, jumped out, ran into a house, and barricaded himself. And then when the officer caught up to him, he and another dude attempted to ambush him and hit him in the fucking head with a shovel. Or the one guy did. Then 2 additional people came out of a nearby apartment while the officer and suspect were engaged in a struggle on the ground, and the other 2 people who came out attacked the officer with a snow shovel. I'm sorry. So one guy was wrestling with him.
Okay.
And 2 more people came out and tried to attack him with a snow shovel or a broom handle or some shit. The regional suspect broke free, began striking the officer with a shovel or broom handle, whatever it was, as well. And then the officer fired defensive shots at them, hit one of them in the leg. All 3 suspects barricaded themselves inside the apartment, and then DHS made entry into the apartment and arrested them. I don't know what, and this just set off a whole new level of riots down the street somewhere. Mm-hmm. You're conducting an enforcement operation, and we're not going to debate the legality. It's called the Supremacy Clause. The federal government has supremacy in dealing with immigration. I don't give a fuck what your state or local laws are. They are meaningless in this regard. And you're trying to stop them. It's a felony.
Yeah.
That's it. You're committing a felony. I mean, Tim Walz is committing a felony by telling people to do it. He's engaging in conspiracy to obstruct.
Yeah.
And he should be arrested for it, to be honest. I mean, this isn't some tax measure or like a policy about who can play sports against each other. This is about terrorists in our country and illegal foreign nationals in our country who are preying on people and preying on our system, who have to be removed as Congress has decided. Congress has that right, not fucking Tim Walz, okay? And the executive branch has the right constitutionally to enforce that law. And again, this isn't like some dust up over tax policy or social policy. This is the security of the country. Tim Walz should be arrested.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get this guy off of fucking TV. To your point about the Venezuelans, they're partying right now. I don't understand why they just didn't go back. Like, that's a fucking party right now down in Venezuela. I would have been like, yo, all right, cool. We can go back there now?
The reason
Great.
is because the people who came up here are assholes.
Oh, they're the fucking shitbirds?
If they show back up, they might get their shit pushed in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because, I'm reading a statement here from the Venezuelan guy. It said, something grabbed a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. Thank you.
And then he said, "Go Ninja, go Ninja, go."
I believe so,
which was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Yep.
Which
they performed on New Year's Eve.
Vanilla Ice was in that. So
they performed on New Year's Eve.
Who's they?
Vanilla Ice and the Ninja Turtle. Do you remember which one it was, Byron? We played the clip of it on Ross Patterson Revolution.
What do you mean, which Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, was it Michelangelo?
I don't know Turtles.
It was Michelangelo.
It was Mike. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know the Turtles that well. I'm sorry.
It's just 4 colors, fuckface.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
don't know it.
This is nuts, Byron.
It's a little bit before my time. I hate
It's
to
not.
say it.
There's another movie that just came out, bro, and you should have brushed up on it.
Leonardo's got a sword. Michelangelo has nunchucks. Raphael has sai, and Donatello has a bow staff. I don't know why that's so fucking hard for you to understand.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me, dude. That's kind of crazy to me. Now we have to find the clip. Vanilla Ice and the Ninja Turtle. Go to Twitter there on New Year's Eve. That was down in Mar-a-Lago. What I loved about it was, they had this great party. He's on stage with a Ninja Turtle. There he is. So which one is this?
That's Michelangelo.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Byron.
I can't see the weapon. Is that orange or red?
He's not holding a weapon, but first off, Raphael wouldn't dance like that.
No, he's a grumpy fella. Yeah,
yeah.
true.
So it could look kind of red, but that's not in Raphael's purview. So this is Michelangelo.
So what I love was this was New Year's Eve at Mar-a-Lago, and then he just ripped a Maduro out of his house and the next day. I mean, it's great.
Wait, you're saying that Vanilla Ice was involved in that raid?
I'm not saying Vanilla Ice was. I'm saying maybe the turtle was. Because if you're going to use a ninja, and that's what we've heard by all accounts, that there was ninjas on the ground and they operated like ninjas. Obviously, he was there, so kind of have to think he was probably inside the compound at one point and maybe grabbed the wife or something because she might feel safer around a turtle.
It's possible.
I haven't looked at the sealed files yet, but if you're out there and you got them, feel free to slide them my way, and congratulations on all that. But that'll lead us to our first sponsor of the day. That's MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch. Get into the action today with MyBookie.com. 0-2 in college last week, but undefeated in the NFL on Saturday. You can follow my bet slips on Drinkin Bros Sports and Facebook. Who's up first on Saturday there, Bob? We got the NFL playoffs this weekend. Is that my favorite game?
First
the
one
Bills
is
game?
Bills Broncos.
That's it. Yeah, that's my favorite game of the weekend. I think it's Josh Allen's time, dude. I think Josh has got to do it this year, or he doesn't do it ever again. So give me Josh Allen. He's got a baby on the way. He's playing for more than himself right now. And then national championship. God, that's on Monday night. So you got playoff football all day long Saturday, all day long Sunday. Monday night national championship. What's that spread up to? Is it still 9?
Indiana 9.
Wow. Give me Indiana. Give me the 35-year-olds, dude. Let's do it. All in on this. And tickets, by the way, we talked about. Good luck on drinkinbrostickets.com. That's not us. That is what the actual tickets are going for. One ticket sold for $26,000 today in a suite. And there's currently one suite that is available for $1.1 million. Holds 25 people.
That's wild.
You do get free wings, though, and booze. So maybe that's worth it, you know? Not sure. But yeah, tons of stuff to bet on mybookie.com. And then the Arena League game that I'm playing in, we're working on odds for that now. I've got a call on Monday for some of those over-unders and all that other fun stuff there. They did book that. Dallas booked a game against Mexico. It's going to be USA versus Mexico. So I got practice here in 3 weeks with those guys. And we'll see if I get to play in the Mexico game. Man, that American pride's running through my blood. I like to bet on that. Plus, I think the Mexicans will be smaller and easier to tackle these days. But I don't know.
What do you mean?
They've got an Arena League team down there. And I think,
in Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they're coming up to play the United States. So it's U.S. versus Mexico. And that's going to kick off the season on March 7th.
Should I show up with a Border Patrol?
Could you imagine?
I could.
I've got the hats, too.
Yeah.
But those over-unders will be up and all that other fun stuff. Go to mybookie.com. And another promo code Drinkin Bros to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. And let's face it, you really feel alive if you don't have a little something on the game. I don't care if it's $5, dude. I just want to win something and feel alive inside, for Christ's sakes. Next up, we got some Iran updates for you here. I know that's what you've been on your computer about over there. I thought we were going to hit Iran. You thought last night. I thought it was going to be tonight. I thought it was going to be during the show, actually. That was my prediction.
No, I thought it would be today during the show.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Okay, cool. Is that not going down?
TBD. I mean, look, I don't think I don't presume to know what the fuck's going on at Trump's head. Like, that's Diet Coke and McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
Smatterall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people have been asking me, what the fuck? Because a lot of people expect this stuff to go down, and I'm not sure if anybody really knows what they're talking about. I mean, everyone certainly thought we were going to hit them tonight, and nothing happened yet.
Yes.
Our assets were actually stood down, so I don't know that anything's going to happen today, but that could be a feint.
What does that mean exactly for us civilians?
A feint is like when you fake,
like a head fake,
fake a jab.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's FEINT, not like passing out, but of course everybody's got their own explanation or propaganda. The Saudis and was it not Bahrain? Somebody else said that they and Qatar all talked Trump out of it. New York Times and NBC reported this afternoon that Netanyahu actually asked them to wait so they could Israel could get some pieces in place. A bunch of other people claimed earlier this morning that Pakistani ISI and the IRGC had a back channel communication and negotiated a stand down after proving to Trump that they weren't killing anybody anymore. Nobody believes that, I don't think.
No.
I mean, he's not stupid. So some say the move by Trump and the U.S. was an intentional setup to provoke a defensive response from Iran and see what their plan is. And now, after 24 hours, our bombers will have gotten there by now.
Mm-hmm.
The third carrier group is probably still on the way. I don't know what their location is right now, which would be 2 more destroyers and a fucking aircraft carrier with like a bunch of planes. But it would be too late for Iran to really change its defense plans at this point because they've already played their hand and they're not that creative about it anyways. So, maybe that's it. The other thing was that, and this has been kind of running through the media, that Trump called it off himself because the staff couldn't guarantee that it would be a surgical decapitation strike like Venezuela, that it wouldn't result in, like I said yesterday, when you're chopping down a tree, the purpose, one of the things you want to do is make sure it tips over in the right direction. And I don't know, that seems reasonable too, that with the current assets we have in theater or with the current timing or without somebody else teed up to be the leader or whatever it is, right? Now, what wasn't going to be the time? I don't know which of those theories is true. I fully expect an imminent strike, though. I don't think Trump's not the kind of guy who would say, go fight, tell those protesters to go fight and risk themselves and not fucking, back it up. That's my opinion.
I agree because we showed the video yesterday at the end of the show with Lady G and it looked like the new presidents of Iran. And they were holding up the Make Iran Great Again hats and all that other shit. So it seemed like it was going down, and they've got their guy in place, and that this could be, any moment. Now, obviously, we'll see. The trickiest part about this is because there is a blackout now in the country. I don't know if you heard that. They've wiped out the internet and all that other shit over there. So we don't really know what's going on. There's not a lot of images coming out. The people of Iran, according to some of the media sources, are saying, look, there's pockets of Starlink that are coming in and out, and they're urging people to share the videos to let them know what's going on and seeing what's happening in the streets. But other than a handful of videos that have popped out here and there, none of us really know.
Yeah, who knows? TBD, we'll see. It's to your point, Lady G said that all these reports in the media are full of shit and that we're going. Israel agrees. Senior Israeli intelligence has stated that they got a call at midnight last night to halt operations because Trump wanted to wait for the right timing so the pieces would fall into the correct spots when the regime topples. I don't know if he means additional offensive assets in the region or what he means by that. I would add that allows that third carrier strike group to get in place. And again, the CSG has got 2 additional destroyers, which would make 3 in the Red Sea, plus a battleship with, I think, 70 or 80 airplanes on it that can cause a lot of fucking havoc. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't believe that anybody in the Middle East talked us out of anything. That's retarded to me. Trump isn't putting anybody else's opinions ahead of our own, and the regime in Iran has to go. I think that's pretty much our policy. I don't see any wiggle room on that. It's just a matter of making it fucking fall the right way.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, he doesn't want to do it during the playoffs.
Maybe, yeah.
During the NFL playoffs. So
He
I
is
think it's
a
going to
football
happen
fan.
tonight or Friday, yeah. Because then you got NFL Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. He doesn't want to have to break in to national primetime TV during the playoffs and fuck up people's shit. So I say, if I'm gambling on this, what does Polymarket say actually, Bob? Because they had odds up yesterday, and some dude bet like $50,000 last night on it, and they posted his thing.
Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, he lost.
U.S. strikes Iran by odds and prediction.
On Polymarket. Polymarket's also got a Twitter site.
Yeah, but this is the.
It's running well today.
Yep. Oh my God. All right. Should be able to find. So we've got like Kamini out by January 31st. 11% chance.
11% chance by the 31st.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
I would have bet. So I bet the under on that.
Okay. U.S. strikes Iran by January 15th, which is today, 2%. 16th, 6%, and then it just kind of goes up.
Okay, what's 55% there?
That's June 30th.
Oh, God. I mean, what are you going to take, the under on that, I guess?
No, because if they strike between now and June 30th, you lose.
Oh, you got to take...
No. So this is just saying when they're going to strike by. So you only lose if they don't strike by your date.
Yeah, Byron, how do we bet on this shit is what I'm trying to fucking...
So, like, if you took January 17th, if the U.S. didn't strike by January 17th, that contract would go down to zero, it'd become worthless, and it's worth nothing. And it would keep going down the line until one of these do hit, and then that contract becomes worth the full dollar. Essentially, think of it like a stock. You're buying it for, what is it at, like 26 cents right now?
Yeah.
So you're buying 26 cents. You can buy 100 contracts of it. If you win, if it goes to 100% and it's correct, you get paid out $1 for each of those. If you lose, you get nothing. It's worthless. No one wants it.
I like it. God damn it, Byron.
The thing that's different.
Like it.
The thing that's different is you can trade out of it. So if you're watching a game and your team goes up huge and you just want to secure your profit, you can cash out early.
So our team is USA on this one, right?
Yeah, on this one. Yeah.
All right. And then we're kind of hoping.
I was relating it to betting, but yeah.
No. But for both though, right? So you're betting on Team USA here that we're going to bomb the shit out of them, and yeah, I'd like to take one of these days. That's fun. And this is all what, Ethereum or Bitcoin?
Crypto in general, I'm not sure what Polymarket uses. It's probably going to be a couple different ones you can deposit in. USDC, Ethereum.
Could
Bitcoin,
I use a Trump coin?
Sol. Probably not.
That'd be fun.
It's a smaller coin.
Let's kind of bridge all the things together here and make this a real goddamn thing.
And I will say, speaking about that, when you look at Polymarket, you always got to take into kind of the reminder too. There's dudes on here who bought $20 worth of Bitcoin in 2012 and now have $1 billion worth of Bitcoin that they can't do anything with because if they liquidate it, they'll be taxed and they don't want to. So they're finding sites like Polymarket where they can essentially gamble that Bitcoin and do something with it. So a lot of it,
gotcha.
it's kind of dumb money in a way because they're just throwing it out there.
Okay. Interesting that they were able to buy themselves into the Golden Globes like that for every single award. That was on screen for shit the entire night for every single category for NBC, for Christ's sakes. So, yeah, that's wild, man. Okay. All right. Shit. I'm into it. Team USA. I'll go next 48 hours. Over under for me. Dan, where you living at here?
I don't know.
Trump loves football.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's definitely something we should take into consideration to make sure that things go in the right direction afterwards. Saudi Arabia doesn't want us to do this for sure because now they've got a competitor in Iran in the oil market. Mm-hmm. And Saudi Arabia's economy is in very big trouble right now.
Why?
They've got a $50 billion budget surplus because they're socialists. Like the government operates like a business that's capitalist, but the internal part of the country acts like socialism, right? So they've got a lot of internal expenditures, and they've been spending a shitload of money lately on golf and comedians and stupid shit, you know what I mean? Trying to reform their image. And every country has a different break-even point on their barrels of oil. So for the U.S., I think it's like 40 to 45. For a lot of Latin America, it's 40, 45 in the U.S. Canada, I think, is 45. Saudi Arabia is 60. So when oil's below 60, they're not making money.
Okay.
Right? Like that, it's costing them. So what's oil at today, Bob?
Well, I know this because I got a full tank last night. It was at 209 down the street. And this morning on the drive in, it was 239.
What's the per barrel?
$59 to $60.
Okay, so they're right at break even now. If Iran were to, the regime were to topple, and pro-West or even non-lunatic takes over the country and maintains stability, the 200,000 barrels per day that Iran has sanctioned right now goes out into the market at $40 a barrel, 45, right?
Okay.
And then Saudi Arabia is insolvent inside of a year, unless they change something seriously, right?
Yeah.
So they don't want that. Qatar obviously doesn't want it because Qatar is the Muslim Brotherhood. They're terrorists. The entire country is a terrorist country. The fact that we work with them in any meaningful way, or the fact that they think they could tell us, despite having a base there in Doha, that we're not allowed to use their airspace to conduct an attack, we should blow that fucking place up.
Yeah.
We should regime change Qatar before we even think about doing anything anywhere else, to be honest. But yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces there. I don't think Bahrain cares for it. I think the Emirates are the only country that we should be talking to over there. I think the UAE is, despite the fact that they still have a big issue with like slave labor, it's effectively slave labor, and we need to use our power to push them off of that. But UAE is the only real ally we have on that in this particular fight, outside of Israel, obviously.
Yeah.
UAE and Israel are friends as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I can tell you, Saudi Arabia, Jordan would like it for sure, but Saudi Arabia and Qatar specifically would not like that Pahlavi becomes prime minister or king or whatever the fuck in Iran, because he immediately does the Cyprus Accords after that, which is like an addition to the Abraham Accords where Iran joins.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, Iraq and Yemen also join into these security agreements. Over time, it would take time to get all that done, obviously, because Iraq would have to be rooted out, and then the government and Yemen would have to get their shit together too. But over the next 10 to 15 years, that would happen, right? Now you have security agreements with everybody. And that's long-term is good for business. But right now, I'm telling you, right now, Saudi Arabia can't afford it. Money-wise, they can't afford it. And then, Egypt, Shogun in the chat, Egypt, Israel, and Jordan are a pretty strong alliance right now. That's correct. Egypt got some intel that nobody knows this. I don't know why the media didn't report any of it. But Egypt, about a week ago, got some intel that Hamas was about to try to pull some bullshit and smuggle people and weapons across their border, and they fucking lined the border with troops. Like dudes standing right next to each other with guns to stop them from doing it. So there's a lot of cool shit going on right now. It's just like Trump is trying to play that diplomatic angle. Obviously, Saudi Arabia is a big player. We've done big deals with them. They want to invest a shitload of money in our economy, and we don't want to throw that out either. So I think a part of it is we're trying to give them assurances like, hey, we're going to manage the price of oil. We're not going to let, even when the sanctions leave from Clinton, we're not going to from Iran. Even when the sanctions leave from Iran, we're not just going to get rid of all their oil. We're not going to push 200,000 barrels a day into the market and fucking cheapen everybody's oil. That's not going to work. So we got to figure out a way to use this all to our advantage against Russia specifically.
Okay.
Germany, by the way, for the first time ever, blockaded a Russian boat trying to fucking bring oil illegally into Europe, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
That's what they've needed to do for a very long time now. And their chancellor was on TV yesterday talking about how they inherited a bunch of bullshit, including the fact that we very dumbly got rid of all of our nuclear energy. That's what he said. Now we have to repair that, which means hopefully that they're going to rebuild all of their nuclear energy in Germany and stop buying Russian LNG.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff's going on right now, and it's all stuff you have to take into consideration, and you don't want to chop a tree down unless you know where it's going to fall. That's why, in my opinion.
All right. I'll still go 48 hours, dude. I'll find a way to bet on this. Don't you fucking test me, Byron. I'll find a way, brother. That'll lead us to our next sponsor. That is buyraycon.com/Drinkin Bros. Open. Is open on the back part of that now? Bob, can you check? Can you fact check for that?
I just went to /Drinkin Bros.
All right, thank God, dude. I was like, if they fucking change this on us, like, dude, I bought 3 of these over Christmas, man. Wife, kids, all that other stuff. Every headphone and all these sets is all Raycon. Gigantic fan about them. This message is sponsored by Raycon. Now that the holidays are over, it's a perfect time to upgrade your gear for the new year. If you're getting back into a fitness routine or training more consistently, audio that actually works while you move makes a huge difference. I've been using Raycon's Essential Open Earbuds, and they're a game changer during workouts. They don't block out everything like traditional earbuds, so I can still hear what's going on around me while I'm running, lifting, or walking outside. Music or podcasts stay clear without losing awareness, which is huge for safety and focus. And right now, Raycon is ringing in the new year with a sale, so it's the perfect time to grab them. I love these guys. They've been on the show for, what you reckon, 5-6 years now at this point?
It's been a while.
And we won't stop, man. I mean, even these, shit, I thought I was going to have to replace them. I did not. The ones that I replaced, though, are the ones that I run in all the time. And it's usually the kids fucking it up, man. Because these are small. They come with a little case. Fits right in your pockets. You just charge it. And it's super quick and easy. Let's say you forget to charge it. 10 minutes will give you an hour and a half on the way to the gym. So you can just plug that right in your car on the way to the gym and be like, ah, shit, I forgot to charge my headphones, dude. Boom, you're good to go, and it lasts you an hour and a half. Raycon's got over 3 million customers, and the sound quality is just as good or way better than all those expensive brands out there. They're half the price because they're not paying for celebrity endorsements and all that other bullshit like Beats by Dre to knock up the fucking price there. If you don't like them, they got a 30-day guarantee. They got that open ear design, that multi-angular hook, which I like because it just goes around the back of my ears there, multi-points connection, 36 hours of battery life, which includes 8 hours of playtime and 36 hours of battery with the charging case. I charge mine maybe once a week, and that's about it. The Essential Open Earbuds are here to help you crush your New Year's goals. Go to buyraycon.com/Drinkin Bros to get 20% off site-wide. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring us. Next up, we got Mamdani's employees. Well, they're getting deported following outrage from New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani over the arrest of a city council employee. The Department of Homeland Security shared that the individual arrested is an illegal immigrant with a previous arrest for assault. According to the DHS, the employee, Raphael, shit, is he the fucking turtle? They arrest one of the goddamn turtles?
They got him?
Shit! All right, now we've gone
Changes
too far.
everything.
All right, now we've gone too far.
He is an illegal immigrant, though. They're from Japan, and they never, so far as I know, registered anything.
I thought they were from Italy.
No, he was. Those were just Splinter's favorite painters, but he's a Japanese rat.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You're saying that the turtles are Japanese?
By birth, yeah. Well, no, that's not true.
That's not true.
No, he came here. He found them here,
He
right?
found them in the sewer.
Yeah, he found them in
dude.
the sewer. They're Americans.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're Americans, but Splinter.
Is So we got the turtles are American, all right? Let's calm the fuck down here today.
Yeah, but their dad
out of
is
control.
their dad is an illegal immigrant.
That's fine.
But he's
not
from-
he's a chaperone.
He's from Japan, though, so I don't really mind that.
He didn't fuck a sea turtle and then they fucking popped out. Like
Well, I mean, we don't know that. For
he's
sure.
a guardian, is all he is. They didn't come from another rat's vagina.
Yeah, it was the radioactive waste.
That's what it was.
Come on,
dude.
don't we all know this?
Man, Dan does not.
God, you guys are picking on me. I
And
mean, come
he's
on.
trying to fucking now he's trying to throw him under the bus. Drive, baby, drive. All right, so with this fucking guy here, according to DHS, Rafael Andreas Rubio, but Bojorquez, Jesus Christ, man, that's too many names, bro. We can't do 5 names in a row. 53 is a criminal illegal alien from Venezuela. Another one. We should have that button up there. Another one. The agency said that despite Rubio Bojorquez, that's just an awful name. He needs to get the fuck out of the country for being born with a name like that. Being employed by the City Council of America's largest city, he has no work authorization and was illegally employed. Further, DHS said that Rubio Bojorquez has a criminal history, including an arrest for assault in New York. Now, Rubio Bojorquez, I don't know if you did this on purpose in writing this, has entered the United States on a B-2 tourist visa in 2017, which required him to depart the same year, according to DHS. DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin called the fact that a criminal alien with no authorization was employed by the New York City Council shocking. This takes Sanctuary City to a whole new level, said McLaughlin. The criminal illegal alien has no authority to be in the U.S. and has a previous arrest for assault. Under President Donald Trump and Secretary Noem, the United States is no longer a safe haven for criminals. So who was this guy? Do we got footage of him being Bojorquez?
I don't know about all that. I'm sure you could probably find a photo because he was a federal or a city employee, for a while. Yeah, it is pretty wild. I don't. You guys have all been hired before, right?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
You've been hired?
I think so.
And I've been taken higher by Creed.
Yeah. Do you recall filling out an I-9 form to prove that you're an American citizen and
every single
authorized
time,
to work?
yeah. Every single time.
Every single time you've ever gotten a job?
Yep.
Yeah, well, apparently the city of New York doesn't do that.
No shit.
So I don't know how long he's worked for him, if this is a new hire or if this is like from the Adams or previous administration, because he came here in 2017. How long has this guy been a city employee? Mamdani and his merry band of retards is asking for his release. That's going to be a no, obviously.
No.
Mamdani says, I'm outraged to hear a New York City Council employee was detained in Nassau County by federal immigration officials at a routine immigration appointment. Yes, that's the thing. If you show up to your hearing and you get denied, you get kicked out.
Yeah.
That's how it works, my friend. He overstayed his visa by 8 years.
9. It's 26. He was supposed to be out here in 2017.
I don't know what year, like at least 8, right? So it's a violation, by the way, as I'm sure you know, of federal law for an employee to knowingly hire, recruit, or refer for a fee an individual who is not authorized to work in the United States. The provisions are part of the Immigration Reform and Control Act, or IRCA, of 1986. So I think that DHS should scrub the entire roster of New York public employees, city and state, and every other sanctuary city and state. If there's a pattern or practice, quote, pattern or practice, that's what the law says, of this happening, each count can land the person hiring them in prison for 6 months. Knowingly hire 10 or more is 5 years in prison.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
And by the way, do it to construction companies too that are hiring illegals. Put those people in prison. Put everybody in prison.
Yeah.
Straight to jail. If you're not going to take care of our country, you don't get to participate in it. That's how it works. And the fact that this guy is hiring illegal immigrants to work for city government, taxpayers are already paying for this guy's bills. Now they're paying him a fucking salary.
It's unbelievable, Bob. I'm going to text you this because a buddy of mine sent this to me last night. Who's a lawyer. He's a man of the law. He's like Murtaugh down in South Carolina. You can pop that up on screen there. It kind of broke down the statistics of what's going on in all of these Democratic states. And I just can't figure out why they're doing it unless it's for votes or just to steal fucking money here. You got that, Bob? I can read it. It's been a rough day, that computer, huh? It's been
Did you text my phone?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's, yeah, okay, I just got it. I just got it.
This computer does want to go out back and die.
Does it?
Yeah.
Should we fucking shoot it? I got a shotgun underneath the desk.
It'd be good footage.
It'd be great. I mean, Bob would obviously die, but and the listener behind us, who's too good for the show today, who won't come up for Drinkin Bro of the week because he's got a real job. Got a real fucking job, man. Can't do it today. I see you back there, dude. giggling, laughing, smiling, dancing in the videos. So this is what the Democratic states in the party are doing here. So 4 Democratic states are suing Trump to keep Somalians from robbing Americans, obviously. They still want that. I don't understand. Even though it's their taxpayer money, they really want these fucking Somalians there. 19 Democratic states are suing Trump to give sex change operations to kids. Didn't know that was going on. 22 Democratic states are suing Trump to hide voter data. That's a big one, obviously.
Yeah, Texas just lost and gave up the voter data. So we're going to see very soon how many illegal immigrants are registered to vote in Texas as well. I know there were 400,000 people scrubbed from Oregon's voter rolls.
Really?
And what is there, like 100 people in Oregon? What the fuck?
I know.
There's like 3 million maybe? I don't even know.
It's nuts. And then 21 Democratic states are suing Trump to give SNAP benefits to illegals. The only way you could vote for this shit and actually want this shit is to get your people in power. But what I don't understand is you're just giving your fucking money away. I don't get that. And by the way, on the right, that GOP bullshit last night, did you see that fucking vote? For that Ned?
Yeah. What was it, like 70?
71 Republicans said, no, we want to fucking keep funding this bullshit, even though Elon Musk and those guys clearly stated that it was waste and fraudulent. And they were like, nah, we want to keep going with that. So I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. For Democrats, it's about votes. And then Republicans, it's about money, I think. That's just kind of the way that it appears here. So what the fuck, man, to all of this bullshit. But grab homeboy, throw him out of the country, keep the turtles, keep the fucking Ninja Turtles where they are. All right? If I see one of those guys in cuffs, there's going to be a fucking problem. Although I'm not really sure the cuffs would be able to hold a Ninja Turtle. Pretty fucking strong, dude.
They're very strong, yeah.
And when they breakdance that fast, I don't know how you grab a wrist or an ankle to kind of lock one of them up.
Yeah. Or they don't really have necks either, so that's going to be tough.
The necks are huge, dude. The necks are huge.
Well, I mean, they're like protected by the shell, though. So,
but can't they retract into the shell?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way to get at it.
You get the back, and you've earned nothing.
How strong is it? Could it stop like a J-Dam or something? Like, forgive me, because I haven't seen the movies in a while either. Are they bulletproof, the shells?
They've taken some damage, certainly.
Yeah.
A 22 caliber would probably bounce off, but a 9 mil would go through it.
You think so? A hollow tip?
That's what the internet says.
Oof.
Yeah. It's also their nerve endings.
Yeah, they feel all of that.
I didn't know that. In the shell they do?
Yeah, so you got to, like, if you've got a pet turtle, get yourself a toothbrush and scratch its back, and that's like petting it.
He would love that, yeah.
I mean,
they like it.
You know, I tried to buy one, Byron. You weren't here yet, but I tried to buy one of those fuckers.
Like a turtle for the office?
Yeah, we were going to rip it in half like turtle.
No, I definitely was not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
I wanted one of those, like, sea turtles for my backyard. Turns out it's against the law. But there is a turtle in Texas that lives to be like 100 years old.
Well, there's the one in the Galapagos Islands, George. He's like 104, 105, somewhere like that. He's up in age.
Yeah.
It's an old fucker.
But when you buy these things, you've got to put it in a will. Do you know that?
Yeah, because you got to pass it on to someone.
I know. But yeah, there's some turtle in Texas, and we looked it up. They're hard to fucking get, though, that lives to be that old. And I was like, let me get my hands on one of those little fuckers. I just want it in the yard. My yard is fenced in. Like, they can do whatever they want.
Be a little hot at times in the Texas heat, but
they find shade. They kind of burrow into the ground and shit like that. The ultimate deterrent, though, for me and my wife was the boom box in the music late at night for them to break dance. I don't want to hear it, and I think it's against HOAs in the neighborhood. Our next advertiser here is Lucy, our good friends over at Lucy. 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco-free. Lucy Breakers. Our nicotine pouches. I got them right here. Boom, right in front of my face here, dude. Wintergreen's my favorite. It's my jam. Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Woo! Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken up to release extra flavor and hydration. Set yourself up with a subscription and have Lucy delivered straight to your door. Again, mine's the wintergreen, and here's what it does. So when these start to dry out, boom, you hit that breaker, it explodes in your mouth. I'm just going to leave that there for a second, okay?
19%.
Yeah. 18%.
19.
No, we didn't. I'm not saying. Well, I guess in this case, yeah, I'm saying it does explode in my mouth. Yeah, you're right. That's 19% gay. And the strength that I use, I'm a 2-ish guy, dude. Maybe a 4 tops, but dude, we've had some people in here that are fucking gone through like 8s and shit like that, dude. That's nuts to me.
Yeah, Bob likes the 6s.
Bob, where you live at?
I think.
6.
Oh, 6. Okay, shit. So you're steadily climbing, dude. You're climbing. So
I'm not going above 6.
You
I don't
say
want to
that
do
now.
it.
You say that now, Bob.
They do the job.
Okay. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co. That's co/Drinkin Bros. Lucy.co/Drinkin Bros. Use the promo code Drinkin Bros to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that is lucy.co and use the code Drinkin Bros to get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Next up, War Powers bill killed. Senate Republicans successfully spiked, or they might have had sex with it, spiked a bipartisan attempt to curb President Donald Trump's War Powers authority after a pair of key GOP lawmakers cowgirled their positions. Republicans turned into a rarely used Senate procedure previously used by Senate Democrats in a similar situation to nullify the Venezuela War Powers resolution from Senator Tim Kaine. The successful effort came after 5 Senate repubes joined all Senate Democrats to advance the resolution last week. Their move drew heavy criticism and anger from Trump, who demanded that they should never be elected in office again. The resolution was tanked on a 51-50 vote, with Vice President J.D. Vance coming in to break the tie in favor of Trump. Turning to the arcane procedure move kind of served as a victory for both the presidents and the Senate Majority Leader John Thune. Do you like Thune? I don't like Thune.
I don't like anybody.
Me neither.
Thune, like several Republicans, contended that the resolution was not germane to the issues at hand in Venezuela, which is probably true. He said, we don't have troops in Venezuela. There's no kinetic action. There are no operations. There are no boots on the ground. I think the question then is whether or not there ought to be expedited consideration or privilege accorded to something that's brought to the floor that doesn't reflect what is currently the reality in Venezuela, which is a fair point, technically, I guess. I think the concern was more about the fact that Trump says he's running the country and what that means militarily for us. 5 original defectors from the Republican Party helped the Democrats get the bill in to a vote to pass cloture. Not all of them flipped back, but Hawley, Todd Young, both did. Hawley said that his primary concern was whether the administration would place troops in Venezuela. But after several meetings and conversations with Trump admin officials, he was convinced that no further military action would take place. Now, Trump is obviously talking shit, shouldn't be. It's like, this is a very easy constitutional process. And it worked exactly as the Constitution demands it work. Congress has delegated this authority to the president, war powers, and they have the ability to take it back, which is in a small measure what this bill would have done for just this individual thing, but they could also pass a bill to take it back completely to some degree, and then the president has certain leeway within 30 to 60 days or whatever to do certain things. But the Congress had questions. The left was just trying to obstruct. They don't want Trump to win anything. People on the right had certain questions about a particular situation, and they put up a bill, and they helped get the bill to the floor, and it forced Trump to meet with members and reassure him that he won't be overstepping whatever the plan he laid out for them was. He made a good enough argument, which is what the Constitution demands, that the executive explain himself
Okay.
To the Congress, and then they fucking authorize the authority that he has to do what he's doing, which is what happened. Trump did it. He went there and he made his fucking case. It was a good case, apparently, and enough of Congress accepted it and agreed with him to the end that it ends this pursuit of this bill without the need for him to veto it, which he also could have done, right? That's precisely how the goddamn Constitution is work and is meant to work, and that's exactly what it did. So Trump shouldn't be bitching and trying to fucking primary people for it, and the people, anti-war people or constitutionalists on the right side shouldn't be bitching about this process. It went down exactly as it's meant to go down. This is how the system of our government works. It is how it's designed to work, and this is the best possible version of it.
Who are the 5? Do we know?
I don't care.
Well, usually it's the usual suspects, right?
I'm sure Rand Paul was one of them.
Yeah.
Murkowski. Yeah. They didn't flip, but yeah, I mean, it's good that this happened. This is what's supposed to happen, right? If you're a CEO like that, I guarantee you, Trump has had employees behave this way all throughout his career as well. So like, hey, sir, I think this is a fucking bad idea, or I need clarity on this before we go out and execute. Can you give me clarity? That's the same process. That's all it is. It's like, I guess more like a board, which he's got boards as well. It's more like having to make your plan very clear to the board and sell it to them before they authorize it, even if you're the president, CEO, and owner of the company, right? That's how it goes, and that's how it's meant to how it's meant to go in this constitutional republic we're in. All of this happened exactly as it was intended from the framers. Like if the founding fathers showed up right now and they were reading a transcript of how all this went down, they'd be like, good, attaboy.
Okay.
They may not agree with what's actually happening, but from a constitutional process standpoint, they would agree 100% with what happened.
Do we know if Herschel Walker was there last night?
He's out fighting zombies, I think. I don't know.
Where is it? Werewolves or vampires?
No, he killed all the werewolves, I think.
Yeah, he
so he's moved on, certainly.
Okay.
I mean, like, wait, is what's that one zombie TV show?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Is it over?
No, there's still spin-offs.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
for sure. But to be fair, we sent him, I think zombie's a good guess because we sent him down to the Caribbean, and voodoo is where the zombie originates from. So one imagines that was his next task.
Yeah, one of our listeners hit us up yesterday and wanted me to ask you, how's Herschel doing? I already know. I got to see him at the inauguration. He's doing great. And he reminded me of it, by the way. Did I tell you that story, Bob?
No.
This is a true story. So our first event was early on a Saturday morning. My wife wanted to meet Paula Deen. So I was like, yeah, we can sit by Paula Deen. Like, we're good. You can meet her and chat with her. And I was stunned because, one, it was early, and I was up boozing the night before, obviously, with my lady on the town in D.C. But first face I see strolling down the elevator, just trying to greet the day and grab a cup of coffee is Herschel, dude. I want to talk about a wake-up call. Look, I know those Lucy Breakers will get you jacked up, but so will C and Herschel Walker. I'm just saying, we should probably start having them at every single event, vote, and the more the better of Herschel. And I felt secure with myself, but I go, man, I'm sorry you lost, you know? And he goes, yeah, but I'm down in Bahamas. He reminded me right away, Bob. So he's a very positive attitude and a very, very positive mindset, and that goes a long way in this world. So proud of you, Herschel, if you're watching out there.
Can't keep him down.
Can't keep a good man down, dude. And he's running. He was still in great shape too, Bob. Jesus Christ, man. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
He was ready to run through the fucking wall there. And, yeah, beautiful physique on that guy. Big fan. So Herschel's doing great, okay? To whoever tagged me on Twitter last night. Next up, back to jail. A panel of judges on a federal appeals court ruled Thursday that a district court judge did not have the authority to order the release of, is that Mahmoud?
Mahmoud Khalil. Yeah.
Hit
You remember
the
that
button,
guy?
Byron. Yeah. Which one is this guy? Yeah. Mahmoud! Your tire is ready. I cooked your tire. Your piece of tire is ready.
Oh, are they eating tires?
Yeah,
in
they
this?
fucking burn and eat tires.
No,
dude.
they burn tires to signal and also put them on people and burn them to burn the people.
We had a dude from Iraq that said they used to put the tires in the bread. They used to fucking eat that shit. Yeah. Look, you run out of ingredients, dude. A nice chunk of a tire is going to fill up your belly. Sorry about it.
I don't know about that.
It's going to be rough shit the next day.
Bob, do you know how many calories mud has?
Mutton?
Mud?
Mud?
Fucking dirt, bitch, with water in it.
I thought you said mutton.
No.
I thought sheep. I heard sheep.
No, well, you shouldn't have heard sheep because that doesn't make any sense.
But fuck them.
Boy, I don't know. I'm going to guess 0.
None.
For dirt? Yeah, it seems about right. It's a fun carb-free snack if you're out there and poor. But yeah, Mahmoud Khalil, this is the Columbia guy. Shit.
Yeah.
I remember this fucking dude. We did this story a year ago. The Columbia University activist who's been targeted by the Trump administration for deportation. The 3-judge panel of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit ruled 2-1 that the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey lacked jurisdiction over Khalil's removal proceedings under a provision of the Immigration and Naturalization Act, or INA. Our holdings vindicate essential principles of habeas and immigration law. The scheme Congress enacted governing immigration proceedings provides Khalil a meaningful forum in which to raise his claims later on in a petition for a review and a final order of removal. So is this fucker still in jail, or what's his sitch? What happened to Khalil? Is he on the streets?
He's, so far as I know, on the streets right now. They ordered him to be released, but now this in-bank panel says that he can be arrested once again. Mostly, I think the case resolution is that these lower district federal courts, and this is in the opinion, by the way, the lower district federal courts don't have jurisdiction over immigration stuff.
All right.
Which is what the fuck everybody has said since they started it.
Yeah,
right?
I don't,
like all that
I don't
shit,
understand. What am I missing?
All that shit that Boasberg tried to pull, like none of it was legitimate.
No.
You know, so now that you've got a ruling like this, I think it's imperative for the Supreme Court to even, they don't necessarily have to do it now, but sometime soon, preferably one of the earlier ones. I would like that they not wait until May or June, but rule on this, affirm it, and then judges that continue to do it, who file injunctions like this without jurisdiction, can now start being impeached.
Yeah.
You start with censure. You do it once, you get censured. You do it again, you get impeached because it's like a continuation of bad behavior.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's one of the caveats for the lifetime appointment is as long as you're fucking behaving.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I'm looking at this here. So the judge ordered his release, overturning Trump, but that decision was just found to lack legal merits. So yeah, you can go and lock him up right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's stopping him, I guess? I don't really understand.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to grab him.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he'll be arrested by the weekend.
Okay. Because, yeah, dude, get this fucking guy out of there. The Columbia Jewish Alumni Association, which I didn't know was a thing, has released a statement here saying Columbia alum Mahmoud Khalil just told Ezra Klein that Hamas had to commit October 7th in order to block peace with Saudi Arabia and stay relevant. His exact words were, we couldn't avoid such a moment. We, who is we, Hamas, all Palestinians, and CUAD alums with a taste for bloodshed. This is all fun, isn't it? I didn't even know this was an organization. You can just kind of pop up and do shit if you want to, as long as people will pay for it. So yeah, dude, this is what, get this fucking guy out of the country, dude, for Christ's sakes. And now there's a free Maduro thing that's trending right now. Why? Why?
People are running out of cocaine, I think.
I mean, look, that's the only thing that's missing right now from America. But otherwise, dude, I think Trump's trying to clean up the streets and maybe went a little too far.
I think you should flood the market with pure, like, non-fentanyl cocaine.
Yeah.
And then drive the cost of cocaine way down so it doesn't work for cartels anymore. They got to move on to something else.
Be great, right? That's what happened with weed.
That's what they're doing with oil.
I know.
Right now.
Weed in California, once that bullshit was kind of legalized, fuck, there was no reason to go and find a dealer in an alley anymore.
No, the problem with the oil thing is that Saudi Arabia is kind of catching strays right now. And they're nonplussed about it, let's say, right? Which sure. I mean, they should be. they're not an ally, I don't think, but they're adjacent, right? Like UAE's an ally, Jordan's an ally, Egypt to some degree is an ally, but Saudi Arabia's still adjacent. They still got work to do, but still, we don't want to fuck them over too hard. So I think that's one of the things that's on Trump's mind right now about how to handle all this.
Yeah, and by the way, this appears to be bots that are driving up this free Maduro thing. None of these accounts are real. It's all fucking bullshit. We saw the images in the streets and people dancing. I mean, they've been partying for 12 days now in a row. I don't know that party's ever going to stop there. So shit, this is all bullshit, and this is clearly being paid for. This went on, and I hate to relate this to Hollywood, but in the Justin Baldoni case and Blake Lively, they found that the publicists were using bots and bot farms and all this other shit to put up bad articles about one another, and they were both paying for it, both sides. So yeah, this is exactly what this bullshit is here, which is crazy to me, but also not shocking. If the Democrats took to the streets in New York and demanded the release of Maduro, I wouldn't be shocked.
What if the Democrats took to the streets in New York and demanded that the Iranian regime stop killing protesters?
They did not.
Yeah, but what if they did?
I know.
See.
And, well, shit. Wouldn't that be Islamophobia? Like, I'm surprised they're not protesting that.
Yeah, but like, which side are you taking? How can it be Islamophobic if both sides are Muslims?
That's the main question there, and I think that's why they're not protesting, because they don't know which side to pick yet. You know.
Well, they don't know which side to pick because they are part of the Red-Green Alliance. Red being communist and green being Islamist.
Yeah. And then there was a video going viral last night. They did find one of those professional protesters. She had been to 105 of these protests, and they had images all over. It was an older broad too. She was an old head. She was like 65, maybe.
You think she's buying Bitcoin with the money she's making?
Maybe, and maybe she's on Polymarket driving up these numbers right now.
Speaking of that, did you hear before the Iran strike, the first one, some asshole bet Polymarket, made a bunch of money off of it. Mm-hmm. He just got arrested.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was like I think it was a federal employee.
Oh, no way, dude.
And then
this was happening
in college
sports.
I bring that up because I think Bob mentioned it on the show the other day. Somebody bet hard on yesterday.
The one I was talking about, and me and Ryan actually talk about a lot on the Blackjack show because we just kind of gab on that show. Someone made the Maduro bet that Maduro would be
it was
out
like
of
the
power
night before.
The night before.
That person will be in jail.
Yeah.
Within the next 2 months, I would imagine.
Yeah, but
and then also the person that laid that bet yesterday, that was a $23,000 bet for $160,000 return on Iran, probably also going to jail, and they're going to go to jail broke.
Yeah, I was saying on that show that boy, if I was a regime like Iran or Hamas or Maduro or anything like that, I would have intel people just watching bets placed on Polymarket.
Yeah.
Like for some reason,
Are
there's
they
a lot
coming
of.
to
That's what the person got arrested for the Iran operation in June is leaking classified
Essentially.
information. Basically, yeah.
Fucking
idiot.
Let's see. That Maria Corina Machado just met with Trump up at the White House there.
That's the
Venezuelan
vice president down there.
Opposition, Machado, that chick.
Mm-hmm.
And all right. I mean, we got some positive shit going on here. The toughest part for me about all this, and forgive us, all of it's moving so fucking quickly, is how do you how does one dude handle this shit all over the world like that, And then we haven't ever heard a peep out of Ukraine and in Russia. Did they just kind of give up on that and say, fuck it? You guys just keep going?
I guess.
I mean, I got bored of it after, I think, 2 or 3 months on this show. So, yeah. I mean, we're now in year 4. Next month will be year 4.
Yeah.
Of that fucking.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is. I mean, right now you can definitely see the Trump admin kind of isolating Russia financially. But I don't know if that's just I wouldn't say a coincidence, but I think it's like a second or third order effect even. It's not the primary that's going on right now for sure.
Okay. All right. And then go. Oh, boy, you guys are fucking fast, dude. Go to my Twitter. I'll just repost this, Bob, so you can do it. Somebody did make you into a pirate and saying maybe cocaine.
Yeah. Well, I was. You
like
can.
that.
You got to walk back through the thread there. Just go. That this isn't.
That's a great image, though.
It's not the relevant part yet. So
That's a good one, though. I really like this. That could be a T-shirt for Gasparilla Fest.
You got to go back to the original because it's in a thread. I think with.
It's not threaded on here. Let me check this guy's account.
No, it's not. It's not threaded on mine either.
It was its own post.
It was its own post. This guy killed it, dude. This is a great one. I'm a big fan of that.
I thought it may be in relation to a post or a comment I made on one of Rand Paul's posts.
Okay.
Which you can see in my list if you want to look at it. But he said the NSF spent $8 billion to study whether Japanese quail are more sexually promiscuous while on cocaine. And then he says, talk about an egregious waste of taxpayer funds. And I said, and cocaine.
Yeah.
It's a waste of cocaine. Don't give cocaine to birds.
Don't ever give cocaine to birds, okay? Good things will never, ever happen, all right? I can promise you that. All right, kids, now's the point of the show. We get to the Drinkin Bro of the Week. You could submit on drinkinbros.com. A ton of new merch over there. Let's go, dude. Let's go. The joggers are dope. Those are my current favorites. And then I've got the Crime Corner shirt on today for my wife's show over there. That's doing really fucking well on Spotify, man. So congratulations to you, Byron. And Jesse's not here, but there's some Crime Corner shirts for ladies. I know 4% of our audience is female. And they've been buying the Crime Corner merch, so we got that up there. Bro Box. Today is the last day to order if you want the Rambo bags. Those are rad, and then you're not going to want to miss next month for Black History. Thank you. We'll get it fixed at some point, but we really went all out for that. And I can't wait for these images to pop up online, whoever gets that first. I hope I get my hands on it first, because you're not going to believe it when it's posted, but we did it. And you can submit for Drinkin Bro of the Week over there. Are you sure, sir? I'm going to ask you one more time. Yeah. What the fuck do you do for a living?
Manage a health center.
You manage a what?
A health center.
A health center? For like olds?
No, for just general population.
For childs?
No.
Just
for
general.
childs or olds?
Everybody.
Oh, for everybody. All right.
That does sound important.
Does it?
A little bit.
All right. We'll see, dude. We'll see. You're fine. You're fine. Look, you can submit for Drinkin Bro of the Week on drinkinbros.com. It gets emails to us live on air. You can also do it on the app. App is on fire, by the way. So it's free. It's on iPhones and Androids. And Dan and I pay for the back end of it just so you guys can have fun. In case we get zucked again, Drinkin Bros Maine, we were, 150,000 followers at one point. And it was a private group, and they fucking nuked it. So we built our own old school Facebook wall. That's one, no admin has to approve it. Two, you can do whatever you want over there. And a lot of people posting nudes of their wives. So good for you guys out there. And I like it. And we grab a lot of memes over there. You guys are the best in the biz over there, and it doesn't matter what it is. So cheers to you. And then you can submit for Drinkin Bro of the Week on there as well. This week's Drinkin Bro submission came from Sally Collins. There's a lady. Let's fucking go, dude. Sally Collins from Florida, listening for 2 years. Wants to nominate Corey Crowell. Living, says, my elderly mom. She must be British, dude. We got a British lady listening to the show? I like that. Couldn't take care of herself anymore. My hubs, Corey, stepped right up to welcome her in with us. He helps her get to her daily exercise and delivers snacks and helps her with whatever she needs. See? Health. Health, dude. This guy was able to do it, okay? You should be too. I think I'd already lost my mind, and without his help and support, he certainly saved me. He served this great country for 20 plus years in the U.S. Navy, and it's his time to relax. But he puts up with my shit and always has a smile and encouraging word from my mom and I. It keeps saying mum, by the way. So this lady is
Could be Australian.
Did they say mum over there in Australia?
I think so.
I don't really know.
I know you watch Bluey. It's
I
Mum.
do. Is that?
Mum.
It is mum.
Mum.
Yeah, you're right. Mum.
We do have a good amount of Australian listeners too. So.
Yeah, we do. That's true.
Shout
We
out
do have a
Aussies.
lot of Australian listeners. That is true, actually. He's amazing. I can't even explain how much all of this means to me and how much I love him. He listens to you guys all the time. He shares a lot of your opinions and has the same fucked up humor as you guys, and it would make his day if you gave him Drinkin Bro of the Week. He deserves it. He deserves to be Drinkin Bro of the Year in my book, is what she says. Thanks, guys. From a very appreciative wife. Way to go, Sally Collins. Cheers to you and Corey and your mum. Hope your mum's okay and you get to do it. Shit, if they're Australian, dude, throw on dance mode. My kid loves that song. We listen to dance mode when I take her to
Dance
preschool in
mode?
the morning, dude. She
What the
loves
fuck is
it,
that?
dude.
I don't know this.
It's
either.
from Bluey.
I'm doing this for my kids. Bam, bam, bam,
That's
bam,
why.
bam. We're on YouTube today, or else I'd fucking blare that shit. I actually get down to it, all right? I just wonder, though, if you're a kid, then you grow up and start doing ecstasy later on.
The
what
Bluey soundtrack is fire.
It's fucking fire, dude. You know the movie's coming out, Bob. They're doing it now.
Can't wait, dude. I'm gonna take some gummies and take my kids and
Yeah.
go to the fucking.
What I don't understand is it's like a 2-year wait for this fucking thing. Like, we're way advanced in animation now.
Well, to
It
make
shouldn't
sure it
take
was
2
good,
years.
you know.
I guess, but it's Bluey, for Christ's sakes. Appreciate you tuning in, kids. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Yes, it's all the advertisers care about. If you can't buy a T-shirt or a can of seltzer or something like that, Hard AF Seltzer, just leave a free review. It helps. And go to Spotify. It's just a 5-star. No review over there. They haven't put the comments back up yet. I don't know if they will after that bot attack, but all the rest of the shows on our network are up, so you're good over there. It was just this show that got hammered for some reason. But they did say it was a lot of conservative shows, so or conservative leaning, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, not under control. Not that I read them anyways, but I love you guys. I do, okay? Each and every single one of you. If you're watching right now or you're listening, I love you. Ross Patterson loves you, okay? Appreciate you tuning in for Dan and Anthony Hollaway. I'm Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin Bros Fake News. Good night, everyone.